Hi and welcome to my channel. And for today's episode, we're gonna try out acrylic gouache. And again, it's not mine; it's my friend's. And yeah, so this is acrylic gouache from Holbein. It consists of 12 colors, and I don't know. It's 12 millimeter. It's for each tube, and we got this from Singapore. And again, it's way cheaper there, although you can get it in cheaper price if you just order it directly from Japan. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. If you don't know what acrylic gouache is, it's basically just the mixture between acrylic and gouache. Probably they have the madeness of gouache, but they dry out like acrylic, so they cannot be reactivated by water. Probably. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. And here is the color of 12 set. You can see. Yeah, so basically they have two neutral color, two red, two yellow, two green, and two blue. Only one earth color, Sienna, and a violet. I don't know why they don't have two earth color, but I don't think it's a problem anyway. So yeah, let's try them out. I'm gonna use a piece of my paper tear off palette because I'm too lazy to clean that up, but I'm not gonna put the paint to this and then do the swatch, but I'm just gonna do it one by one because I don't want them to dry out on the palette. So I already prepared this days ago, and I don't even know why I'm doing such a thorough template here. As you can see, I already put the box for layering and blending. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I hope it works better and will be, neatly. Yeah, like that. Also, I put the colors in order, which I actually way more comfortable than this actual order of the colors. So yeah, I will just rearrange this to okay. Now it's better, I think. Yeah. So it's always my usual arrangement is white, and then you go to the yellow, red, and blue, and then the other colors, and white and black is always on the beginning and on the end of it. So yeah, that's how I'm used to it. Now we can actually start. Start with the first color. It's titanium white, and yeah, I think they have all the codes in it. Yeah, they have the pigment names and anything else. Okay, let's do this. And then the next color is lemon yellow. And then the third color is deep yellow. And then next we have this scarlet. And then we have this Carmine. So yeah, apparently I go with violet first here. And then we're doing sky blue. And then we're going with this, yeah, ultramarine blue. It's like the must-have color of all. For the blue, I think for the primary color it's so easy for blue because you always want to get ultramarine, but for the red and yellow, sometimes for me it's also hard to find the right yellow for me, but for blue you can't go wrong with ultramarine. Okay, so for the green it's light green. I was wondering about the pigment. Yeah, they have two pigments because usually some kind of bright green has three pigments on it. And then now it's Viridian. Again, it's not my favorite type, my favorite kind of green, but I think we can yeah, try it out because almost every set has Viridian, and it's yeah, I don't know. I still don't know how to use Viridian right. I always mix it with whatever green they have in here. This yeah. And then the only earth color here is burnt sienna. Sometimes you want burnt sienna and burnt umber, because if you want some sort of mix your own black, you can just put burnt umber and ultramarine together, but they don't have that. But anyway, they have black anyway. Some people just don't like using black in their paintings. And then the last color is jet black. Yeah, this is BBK1. I think it's kind of like neutral black anyway. Not too warm, not too cold, but yeah. Okay, now to the blending test. I know it's probably a little bit hard, but I'm gonna still try it out. And yeah, wish me luck. Yeah, I think it's kind of okay. I hope. Yeah, I don't know why. Every time I do some blending, it's always good on the first, and then the last is always like messed up. So yeah. Okay, so I thought they cannot be reactivated with water once they dried, but I tried to put water on this, and they kind of just like reactivate. And yeah, I don't know, maybe you can put the answer in the comments if they really can be reactivated with water, because I don't know. I should have done a little bit of research before trying this out. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the first layer of the layering test, and I'm gonna need my smaller flat brush for this. So I couldn't find any decent flat brush, but I found this yeah, decent size of angular brush. Maybe I'm just have a thing with angular brush, because I don't know, I prefer angular brush than the regular flat brush anyway. So it's hard to handle at first, but if you're used to it, it's gonna be, I don't know, for me it's a lot easier than a flat brush. Let's do this. Now that I've fully dry, we're gonna do the second layer. Just like the previous one, we just put, the lines here. Okay, now let's talk about the colors. And honestly, in my opinion, they are quite good. They have nice opacity, especially if you take them out of the tube. I still can't find the answer. Either they can be reactivated with water or not. It's still some sort of confusing to me. Yeah, maybe if you have the answer, please put it in the comment section down below, because I'm still don't know the answer. So yeah. Now for the color choice, I already complained before that they only have one earth color instead of two, but they have this violet. In my personal preference, I don't think we need a violet in the palette, but we need, burn umber more. For me, I'm gonna need more burnt umber than a violet, because we can always mix ultramarine and carmine, and then you will get violet. Maybe a little bit of white. Actually, I'm just thinking about this right now, and I want to see if what's the pigment here. It's BV1.15. Yeah, I think it's using a single pigment of the violet anyways. Yeah. So I'm not using violet a lot in my palette, so I prefer it has burnt umber instead. Okay, and then for the other, I think it's kind of okay, like to yellow, to red, to blue, and even if you have green, you have to green, and yeah, to neutral color. So it's the basic one that you must have in your palette. If one of them is missing, it's no go for me. And for the blending, it's actually a nice one. I just got really good here, but I don't know why the other two is just messed up, especially with this violet. I don't know. Okay. I would like to remind you again that I'm really bad with gouache. Yeah, when I say I'm bad with gouache, meaning I can do better with watercolor or acrylic. And I was hoping with acrylic gouache it's gonna be a little bit better for me. Yeah, just wish me luck with another trial of acrylic gouache or just regular gouache in general. Yeah. And for the layering, some of them has a very opaque color, like this red, and also the green. We can see from the swatch which one is have the high opacity, which one is not. And basically, if you using it straight from the tube, there are some color that have high opacity, and what I really like is this titanium white. It's really opaque. This titanium, I don't know, I will just say it with Indonesian, my Indonesian tongue, titanium white. I know it's wrong, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, I think the titanium white is more opaque, and I sort of like it. If you want to make some cloud with white cloud on the blue sky, something like that, you can make it pop. And if you want to make highlight, you're gonna need opaque white. Yeah. So with the other color, I think with this violet, I just put too much water in here. Yeah, maybe if you want it to be way more opaque, especially with not so opaque color like this burnt sienna, this two yellow, you can just use 2 layers, or put titanium white at top, then you put this yellow. Yeah, you got what I mean. And for the other color, I think that they have nice opacity with this blue, this green, and the black. The black is the most important one. It has to be opaque in my book. Like, come on, I want to make some nice silhouette of a cat. Yeah. So in conclusion, I think I like the colors and I will probably use it. And it's also kind of like compromise version if you want to do something like acrylic type of paint, but you want to do it on paper, and there's some acrylic paint is just can't hold too much on paper, so we can get acrylic gouache. and the end result will be very matte compared to, you know, some acrylic is just so glossy. Some of them is very glossy, but even the less glossy one appear more satin, not that, you know, matte. You can probably use acrylic matte, but still you can't do it on paper because paper is not strong enough for acrylic. So yeah, I think this acrylic wash is kind of like eliminate whatever you want to do with acrylic, but you can't, like using a watercolor paper. So yeah, I really hope this acrylic wash works for me because, you know, I've been complaining about gouache a lot recently. One of the reason I don't like using gouache is I can't do layering. They always lifting up the color behind them, and sometimes it's yeah, just overall so annoying because I'm really bad at controlling the water and paint consistency with gouache. I don't know. I still feels like that's something I need to improve. You can see here, even from my swatch, I still can't control the water and the paint ratio nicely. Yeah, I think it's still a challenge anyway. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it for now. If you have any question or anything, just let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!